He come to me with money in his hand. He offered me. I didn't ask him. I wasn't knocking someone's door down. I was running from that. When I got out, I was in that. I was already through that. I had that. I had the studio. I went to the studio. Went to Fox Studios. I had it all. And I looked at it and I said, this is a bigger jail than I just got out of. I don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off into and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some teeny bopper somewhere for somebody else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards.
I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. And I know soon come my time, but in my mortar bells burn. But I did not the time. I'm taking past the point of no return. Wage war like no tomorrow, cause no hell there won't be one. For all who deny the struggle, the triumph and overcome. Strips away, few of them, not up to there. On our winds, rise begin when the sun descends. If I were few, we'll ever know.
He come to me with money in his hand. He offered me. I didn't ask him. I wasn't knocking someone's door down. I was running from that. When I got out, I was in that. I was already through that. I had that. I had the studio. I went to the studio. Went to Fox Studios. I had it all. And I looked at it and I said, this is a bigger jail than I just got out of. I don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off into and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some teeny bopper somewhere for somebody else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards.
I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. And I know soon come my time, but in my mortar bells burn. But I did not this time. I'm taking past the point of no return. Wage war like no tomorrow, cause no hell there won't be one. For all who deny the struggle, the triumph and overcome. Strips away, few of them, not up to there. On our winds, rise begin when the sun descends. If I were few, we'll ever know and seen the truth beneath the glow of the ebb and flow, where the roots of all mysteries grow. I am below, so far below the bottom line, transmitting love, transmissions rise from the depths out of control love. Suspended glance, and I'm blinking eyes, and when the gates cast on the path that runs, on the path I find, and claim is mine. Ride the way of unrest, made to make me shine as a testament to all the ways of the blind will never get. Ship or shake by my disrespect, dismiss this life, worship death. Cold blood night of serpent's breath, exhale like smells from the endless nest in the bottomless well of emptiness. Candle to evoke what we represent. Secret order, elitist order, creeping fire, seizing power. Riders up, the loop is our. I am born, time is gone, blue light drawn, fly till dawn. Sacrifice to rise beyond. Deep inside, the violent calm of the coming storm. In blood sworn, to glorify and for life adorn. With all their dies to become unborn. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I am the beast I one time I'd mother its horn. Stirs like psychotropic stars. The smell of torn, flesh bled dry by a sworn. The best is slide, vomiting forth, flames of fire. And older than ancient force, that slays this life with no remorse. The spiral soar, the flames inside, the torch I raise, the force I ride. Feel my vessel go up in flames. Let's go slip by the name. Direct connection to the source. Vestment of a natural force. Forever burning like torch. Wisdom of the old and true. Possessed by the chosen few. Shining to reveal the words of the darkness that pervades all that is and ever was. Inferno of which is blood. Worship is not on bended knee. Nature knows not a mercy. To pray is to accept defeat. Power pisses on the weak. Down and beheaded by the beast. Beggar on a bitch's leash. Scum is desperate for relief. Worship is the way I ride. Wishing currents through the heart. Songs of force, the false deny. Worship the flame with which I rise into apocalyptic skies. Auschwitz flame on testimony. Splinter skeleton I roam. Wastelands with not to call my own. But the path I walk alone. The hunger burns within my gut as my bones turn into dust. And I know soon come my time, but in my border
Careful. You may want to talk to Lieutenant Davis. He's at a tent down the road. Stay on the west side of the overpass.
I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I am the beast I worship.
What up, Chris? Man, seeing what's going on with it. If you guys got to see,
when I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
It goes.
It goes. Sit in the dark and wonder how I'm fit to make the bottom fall to the floor, and they all fall down. It goes. Out of the shadows, barrage of witch tongue, cobra spit over apocalyptic cold. Killer cauldron smoke, stop music, seriously. It goes. Can't stop the groove, look stars, clear off them locks. Relentless raw movement for the knock. Meter that G-spot body rock connected. To everything you want, ever did want, we got it one knock. Come get us together in that hole and watch me drop this cold guillotine just sentence. It goes. Hidden all between and beneath every fragmented figure of speech. Tongue in reverse whenever the beat causes my jaws to call. The screen is flashing red. Can't see shit ahead. Spinning exorcists like planets out of orbit off the edge of my axis, ripping the cord to fumble and all that's ever been said. Draw the cord, kick the gym and you're dead. It goes.
I'm at it. I'm hit.
Head of a trick in a bucket, body of a trick in a bag, and thrown in the fire like fuck it. Gotta burn it before it goes bad. Too many times been disgusted by the stench of riding such a drag. Get broke by the street like bloodstained glass. Choke on these nuts to the very last. It goes. Serial number, killing machine. They listen to me. You an built on the filthy sound you're experiencing. It goes. Tinted windows, bulletproof. The slip not fixing rope to noose to the gravestone grinder of cold steel. The passion blinds me so I feel you. They go to a flow to a vein, close to a tunnel to rattles a chain. And they all fall down.
I'm hit.
Spread ego across the block, spread ego across the block. I fuck the music, I make it curl. I fuck the music with my serpent curl. Hit. Wanna be, have no fear, comes and goes, man. It's here, no one knows. Feels so weird when it blows through my bones. I got a dose for it. Wanna know more, cause it's about what I got to show for it. I want some more of it. I want too much. I got so bored with it. I shot it up. But I like my torch with it. Get all fucked up. Yeah. What is it? Where is it? How will it affect me? Fuck that shit. I need that shit bad to be the death of me. So mine and I'm taking it and sharing it with nobody. Cause all I really need is some cool shit to mob. Like driving down the street to the beat of a blowjob. Shit. You already know that shit. You even know about how I know the man who grows that beyond. You can't buy with your money. You can't find it overseas. It's one of those things that seem outlandish. Do you have? It's not a dream. As for me, I'm cool with it. That's alright.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's going to hell.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. If you have a delivery order, you can... Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over, but we couldn't turn down the cab. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Paradise, chest. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the... Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression, I said, sure as like a rain, he was still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, but courier 6 carried the package, that's what he said. Like the Mojave sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe... Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for a supply. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Biggin. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess I don't...
Howdy. Hello there. I'm Ruby Nash. Pleased to make your... My husband and I are prim long time. My mother taught me never to say something unless it was nice. So I don't have nothing to say about prim, for the time being at least. It's a sad state of affairs. Discuss it. My specialty is a rat. The venom has a sharp, smoky. It's perfectly safe, as long as you don't have sores. Does say...
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw! Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale. Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any boss you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway. It was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Prim's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vicky and Vance. Happy trails, partner.
Rapid fire through your skull. Shot it on when taking it back to the days of trying to lose control. Swerving in a blaze of fire, racing through my bones. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Take it on. Hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Take it on. Alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Take it on. Out of the blue, into the bag, door coming through like fuck. What was that? Hanging over it made me feel so heated. How we creeping out, showing you jab. Shit from below, give a shit if you know, cause even if you did, bet you keep coming back. Back for more, need a man, yo, addicted to the heat, we make beats cash. Beat until it bleeds, to death each track, epileptic sees every head we crack. Like EPMD snapping nexus, we tap energy from everything on and off the map. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Take it on. Hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Take it on. Alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Take it on. Take it on. Shot down, you broke like a keg of beer. Choke on the smoke, we in and exhale till the whole chamber is clear. Cause that's so fucking weird. Try to stay in this atmosphere, but they can't cause it's way too shit. How to make a hater disappear. Take shit where it ain't never been. Fuck what you thought could not come. comprehend this shit if I fist your brain with a 10. No, 8, 7, 2, 4, 6, 5, 4, 2. Criminal never cook like this dog out of way or get up cold. But we dig up from the core. Of all the days, all ever was, militant march off this war. Take your, take it away, all we see is blood. Take your, turn it on, and we gotta fix the blood. Still I'm feeling it.
Come on.
Take your, hell yeah, I feel like feeling it. Take your, it's like too serious.
I'm hit.
Hollow tip with toxic waves. That is the deal. If you don't feel it, I wanna know when in my soul. Shit is dead, can't nobody get with that sick and style tone. Jack your bitch, slapping pussy, closet clothes. Jack your setting off in the balls inside your dome. Give it up, bitch. You know this is it. Get with this again, left cause it's on. Jack your.
Six million ways to die.
Shot this fool's been understand what it feels like to have your rights read to you, father.
Useless information occupies free open space inside your skull. You know what's going on every day, every night, everywhere, street slow international. Upside down, jumbotron light up. My phone say what?
They killed him.
Switch stands, face plan, laser bar, land up, blood puller, those hyperviolence charter. You speaking abbreviation, conversation. Damn! You don't know. Fuck yourself. You like yourself. Culture sharp. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Culture sharp. Future sharp. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
You need to vibrate higher.
Culture sharp. Future sharp. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Culture sharp, fuck yourself, fuck yourself.
You need to vibrate higher.
Never seen without 100, she's a satanic priestess. Anarchy, I'm not strict flag, flying faceless elitists. Growing a down low and rapping Orion's bell. Atlantis, ancient vagina, get industry on the shelf. Into the pigs, don't get it. No hands, I'm shattering jaws. Double nipples on the dime. Fuck glam, collect my wrongs. Culture sharp, future sharp, fuck yourself, fuck yourself. What you gonna be when you're grown, young blood? Gonna be a helpless throne. Won't ever have to think, though you have to be think directly to yourself on. The virus is alive, I can see it in your eyes, the infection is full blown. Career killer, double decker, packed with suicidal brides. Forearm pure and a filthy dream about splitting your bitch's thighs. Enters through unknowing eyes.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but answer. Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here.
You need to vibrate higher.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. Oh, that's so gracious of you to offer to bodyguard me like that.
Your flat screen is nowhere for you to hide. Strangled by anaconda, thumb to the soundtrack of world genocide. My dogs turned off since silver spoons, vampire on the rise. Bucket shop and a cup of bricks, platoon his own and on the grind. Dead matter disposing from the mountains without peaks. Catch and release. Time release force capsules swallowed away the savage beast. Keep them organ left behind. Culture shark, fuck yourself, choke yourself. Gotta get them out of here now. Infected exo with high. To get it, go pathetic. Quarantine the virus, go out long. Culture shark, fuck yourself, choke yourself. Culture shark, fuck yourself, choke yourself.
You need to vibrate higher.
Culture shark, fuck yourself, Culture shark, fuck yourself,
You need vibrate higher so you can capture the opening of the portal that connects this Earth of 3D to one Earth of 4D or 5D, going to the 5D.
Working way too much, need to get out and get fucked up. What's going on? Where's it at? Make some calls to make it crack, let's see. I need money, drugs, and ride in the spot with hot winds inside. The mission to get all of the above in a limited amount of time. I can do this and it's done. Like that, we're on our way. I see an acid on the tongue, cocaine in your brain. So it hits your lungs like a runaway train. Hell yeah, from DMT to MDMA. Got all this shit and more, so till dawn we're okay. But anyway, fuck a line every time. Get a drink and lose our minds. All eyes on the dime that makes your dick wanna grind. Know you got a good what's going, cause everything is glowing. Skirt so short, her ass is showing. And she's looking so you know when you can get it tonight. But there's so much to rap, let's take your time, do it right. As you keep getting higher, lights look like they're on fire. Soon all that's left of you is your most primal desires. Ass clapping, dick sucking, lock the door to the bathroom. Quick fucking, find a whore and it can happen. But it's nothing, cause you're drunk and they'll be blacking out before you even get a chance to think about what you're doing. I want it, I need it to make it, delete it, shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say it. I want it, I need it to make me delete it, shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say it. Yes! I want it, I need it to make me delete it, shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say it. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Take it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say it. Come on! Getting looser and looser and looser and losing yourself in the groove that has the whole party moving. You're cruising, you don't know what you're doing and you don't give up. Cause you're so good. Get up and keep on riding cause your timing is on. And that power is on you. It's time to get gone.
You like that?
Before I finish the yarn, then it's finished, come on. Then what's twisted and bombed to death or till it breaks. Start to ponder and wreck. Me, I'm all about the facts. But it takes some time, so pay no mind to the take. Wanna hear that song? Make your ass direct. Forget the hydrate till there's no fucked up they take. All of this it on me like my body's on their back. The grill or between their hips. But either way, I'ma say I really don't give a shit. Long as it's somewhere, and they promise not to dare. We can do this like an orgy in the bowels of air. Whatever Lucy's hell on me and the pussies don't smell. Where's it at? I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Take it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. I'm at it. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Take it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Take it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Take it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. Responsibility's cool, but there's more things in life. Like getting your dick rode off fucking nuts. I'm the kind of girl that knows how to keep her shit tight. Legs in the air looking like they feel nice. Volcano pussy melt your beater like ice. And the drugs got you going back for more cause you like. I just can't get enough for that complex when I run. It's time to find one and take one. Right now, it's time to find one and make one say, I'm damn, think I just found one about to break one off. Meanwhile, hallucinating crazy, getting lost for miles. May have gotten too fucked up cause I forgot how to smile. Gonna have to do this shit Jim Morrison style. Will it work? Probably not, but it's worth a try. First hot one I see, with sex in her eyes, will be the hot one I need to take home with me tonight. Wish me luck, give me death, and I'll talk to you later. And when I do, let's have my story isn't all about haters. Where's it at? Cause I want it like man. Got the drugs but need a hot one that'll make me go damn. What's the most banging guts that I ever have smashed? If you got it, push it up on me, cause I'm feeling that ass. Know what I mean? Where's it at? I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. Bitch! I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. Bitch! I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch. I want it, I need it to make me delete it. Shake it, can't take it, must break it off there when I say bitch.
It's a big match, and only the best will win.
Just blaze Godzilla bankrolls.
Better allergy relief for better boyfriending. Live Claritin Clear.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Oopsies.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent. Common side effects include sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at caplyta.com.
I met someone tonight. I feel a little inspired.
Cause I want to get closer to you. Watch me strut, watch me glide. Everything I want is right outside.
Chicago police are preparing for thousands of protesters outside the Democratic National Convention this week. And Secretary of State Antony Blinken is pushing for a ceasefire in Gaza during his visit to Israel today. I'm Kristen Wright from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The Democratic National Convention opens today in Chicago. The Harris Walls ticket is looking to build on recent momentum. President Biden will give the keynote address tonight. Chicago police, meanwhile, are preparing for thousands of protesters. NPR's Martin Costi says there's already tension over the official protest route.
The coalition to march on the DNC represents a variety of causes, but primarily an end to U.S. support for Israel. They say the city has allowed them a parade route that's far too short for the expected number of protesters, and spokesman Hatem Abudaya has hinted that the marchers may have no choice but to depart from the official route, but he says they won't be violent.
The only worry about violence is the worry about violence coming from Chicago police and other law enforcement.
Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling says officers will protect protesters' right to free speech, but he says he won't guarantee there won't be arrests if they break the law. Martin Costi, NPR News.
The Democratic Party is putting an emphasis on reaching voters online. For the first time, vertical streams of the convention will be available on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, as NPR's Elena Moore reports now.
The Democratic National Convention Committee says the party's programming will be streamed on over a dozen platforms. The goal, according to the committee, is to reach, quote, more Americans than ever before. But having vertical streams on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for the first time has an added weight. It's a prime spot to reach younger voters who may not otherwise tune in. And that's a voting bloc that handily backed President Biden in 2020, and that Vice President Harris needs in her camp again. Elena Moore, NPR News, Chicago.
Former President Donald Trump and running mate Senator J.D. Vance are spending the week campaigning in several key states, including Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Secretary of State Antony Blinken calls right now a decisive moment for the war in Gaza. NPR's Michelle Kellerman reports he's in Israel trying to push for a ceasefire and a hostage deal.
This is Blinken's 9th visit to the region since the Hamas attack on Israel last October, and he calls this, quote, probably the best, maybe the last opportunity to get hostages held by Hamas home.
I'm here as part of an intensive diplomatic effort on President Biden's instructions to try to get this agreement to the line and ultimately over the line. It is time for it to get done.
The U.S., along with Egypt and Qatar, put proposals on the table last week to bridge differences between Israel and Hamas over a ceasefire and a hostage deal. Blinken is urging all sides to avoid an escalation and focus on diplomacy. Michelle Kellerman, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
This is NPR News.
Any luck finding his...
Say goodbye to old costly cable TV once and for all. This revolutionary invention gives you access to your favorite channels and movies completely free of charge. Greedy cable corporations are trying their best to outlaw the device, surpassing standard cable companies in channel offerings and HD quality, deploys cutting-edge chip technology to capture satellite TV signals. It gives access to content across all major media platforms, eliminating the need for expensive contracts or monthly subscriptions, making traditional cable providers a thing of the past. Setting up this invention is a breeze, taking less than a minute. Simply plug it in and it works. The signal quality excels in both urban and rural settings. Meet Rewave, crafted by a former cable operator employee in California, turned the TV industry upside down and saved Americans a significant amount of money. After years of working as a technician at a local cable company, Andy stumbled upon a game-changing fact. He discovered there is a law issued to prevent cable companies from hiding their TV signals. But there was no easy way to get free access to premium TV channels, and the cost of cable TV shot up by about 7% every year since then, almost 3 times the inflation rate. Realizing how unfair cable TV had become, Andy decided to make a difference. With his technical know-how and a wish to help the community, he cracked the secret codes used by cable companies. The result? A simple plug-and-play device that unlocks all channels in sharp HD quality. Andy's creation shook up the industry, offering a more affordable and accessible option for everyone. Once news of his invention spread, investors flocked to witness the breakthrough. Friends predicted Andy's place in history. However, when a cable provider offered him $2.7 million for the rights, Andy declined, leading to his termination 3 days later. This event truly showed the significant impact his device could make. A group of skilled engineers joined him in his fight against greedy cable providers. They fine-tuned and perfected the device for mass production. Rewave stands as the optimal and cost-effective solution to transform your regular TV into a dynamic home entertainment system. The device grants access to thousands of movies, sports events, TV shows, live news, and more. A simple plug into your TV can save the average household up to $2,000 annually. Despite shipping over 1 million units, cable providers are attempting legal action against Rewave. The product is banned from physical stores across the US, forcing Andy to sell it exclusively online. The efforts to suppress it continue, and their success seems possible. As a parting gift, Andy is offering Rewave at a 50% discount before total prohibition. But this has sent demand through the roof. If you aim to secure substantial savings on your lifelong cable TV expenses, act swiftly. Click the link below to purchase Rewave from the official website. The creators are so assured of their product that they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked.
Well, the party is on.
What I was there for. You heard me say a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked to the moon, it turned to gold. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my
Thanks. Now, your guess is as good as mine. You might luck upon someone who's a natural-born sheriff. I heard of one fellow what got himself locked in that NCR jailhouse. I imagine... Well, I guess I never thought of that. Yeah, bye.
Hey there. Howdy.
Move along. Howdy, partner. Welcome. Ah, shucks. System runtime. Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah! Just mosey on over to the display case and you'll see it plain as... Have you gone loco, partner? I can see the gun with my own 3 photo sensors. The Bison Steve is one of Prim's less impressive casino hotels. I'd steer clear of that place, partner, if I were you. Rumor is the dealers over there cheat. And that rickety roller coaster is liable to fall down any day because it wasn't built to code. Happy trails. Howdy, partner. Well, look at that. I happened across this data file locked away in an isolated subsystem.
Hey there.
Heard it was you brought the law back to Prim, youngster. Hats off to you.
Howdy.
Well, if it isn't the lawbringer. My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a... Slim's all right. I don't wish him no harm, but the law to him is a set of laws. Not everything is black. Well, if...
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. First things first. Any...
Hey there.
Howdy.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? More news for you. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. In addition, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Those were our top stories. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but
inside the convention, outside in some areas, a different story. Thousands of activists are due here this week to call attention to abortion rights and the conflict in Gaza. WGN's Brona Tomolti is live tonight with that part of the story. Brona.
Good evening, Taman. Yeah, we're standing on Upper Wacker at the moment. They've just blocked off the street behind me at Stetson Avenue with streets and sanitation trucks. There's a very high visibility of police officers all the way down to Wacker to Michigan, where that protest will be stepping off. I believe we have Skycam overhead at the moment as well. Participants in this protest are rallying for a number of different issues, amongst them reproductive and LGBTQ rights, but this is far from the only demonstration Chicago will see this week.
Trucks lining the streets downtown today ahead of what will be a busy week in Chicago as thousands arrive for the Democratic National Convention, which kicks off tomorrow. Today, though, marking the first of numerous publicly announced demonstrations. This one organised by bodies outside of Unjust Laws, a coalition comprised of various feminist and pro-Palestinian groups. The latter issue will also be front and centre tomorrow.
Almost 270 organizations from across the U.S. have joined the coalition to march on the DNC.
Hatem Aboudia is a spokesperson for the coalition to march on the DNC, and there's been an ongoing battle with the city over their planned protest.
Tens of thousands will be out on the streets starting tomorrow, August 19th at noon, right here at Union Park, to say stop the genocide now, end U.S. aid to Israel, and free Palestine.
Right now, supporters are set to converge in Union Park at noon, hold a program with speakers, then march for just over a mile with a stop at Park 578 and then return to Union Park. But the coalition has been fighting for a longer route of about 2.4 miles, and they say they'll continue fighting for it till the last minute.
Up until 2 p.m. when we step off, we're going to be fighting for our rights, and we're going to be fighting for that route.
When asked today if nothing changes, whether they'll stick to the city-approved plan, Aboudia had this to say.
If the city does not agree at step off, we will march the route. And listen, we have a philosophy in Chicago that the numbers dictate what the route is.
Now, just looking at that overhead picture of the rally at the moment, quite a lot of participants here. Today's march will be travelling down southbound on Michigan Avenue from Wacker to 9th and then east into Grand Park. It will disband there. Tomorrow's protest will begin in Union Park at noon, and then the march will step off at 2 o'clock. There was another issue regarding a sound system and a stage at Park 578, which is within sight and sound of the United Centre. That has now been allowed, but again, organisers obviously do want that longer path on which to protest. We're live downtown. Rona Tumulty, WGN News.
Watch what boiled eggs do to your body.
Have you ever noticed how you could easily eat 3, 4, or even 5 scrambled eggs in one sitting? But eating the same amount of boiled eggs in one go is much more of a challenge. So protein in eggs has been shown to reduce levels of ghrelin, our hunger hormone. But how you cook them makes a difference. See, eggs are composed of more than 60% water, which cannot evaporate during boiling, but does evaporate during scrambling. Secondly, proteins break down more effectively during boiling, which boosts absorption in the gut, causing you to feel fuller for longer. Another factor to consider is that fats, like butter and oil, increase ghrelin production, creating that nagging feeling of hunger. And since we usually scramble eggs with butter or oil to avoid them sticking on the pan, they're less filling than boiled eggs. But people who believe eggs are the healthiest possible breakfast option are missing one major thing.
On the eve of the DNC kicking off, today's protest was organized by bodies outside of unjust laws, which includes various activist groups. Of course, Chicago police were out in great numbers working to patrol the crowd.
From Chicago to Palestine, occupation is a crime.
As DNC delegates and thousands of journalists arrive in Chicago, these groups want their demands heard regarding LGBTQ liberation, abortion rights, and Palestine.
This is one of like 7 protests this week. I think things will only build through the course of the week.
Police Superintendent Larry Snelling seen greeting officers and speaking with activists. The rally stepping off at Michigan and Wacker with 8 speakers.
Hands off our bodies, done with our fascist parties.
Then to the street, thousands marching south on Michigan to the General Logan Monument near 9th Street in Grant Park. Dozens of reporters nationally and internationally hearing their concerns. Do you think with Democratic leaders in the city, in Chicago, today and throughout the rest of the week that these types of demonstrations will count? And if so, tell me why.
I don't know, but I hope so. I think also, though, it's about making sure that we continue organizing no matter what, and that politics isn't just about what happens there, but it's also about what people ordinary people do and how people organize regardless.
If Kamala Harris wins, we'll have to continue organizing to push her from the left, to continue, pushing for a ceasefire and pushing for an arms embargo to try to save more people in Palestine.
Hundreds of officers follow along on foot and on bike. Spectators like John Simpson capturing the movement with hopes to hear an intriguing address from VP Kamala Harris on Thursday. What do you think most Chicagoans want to hear?
There's energy. There's change in the air. There's a removal from the old guard to policies that's going to try to embrace everyone here in Chicago and the United States.
And it is our understanding that demonstrations may likely occur every day of the convention, although not all of them are permitted. The next permitted demonstration will happen tomorrow at 9 a.m., taking place at Union Park. Reporting downtown, I'm Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Don't shower again until you've seen the disgusting truth about your water pipes. This dermatologist from New York just discovered how to transform your skin and hair with a simple shower head. And big water filter companies are furious. She created a device that purifies your shower water, making your skin softer and your hair shinier in just a few showers. Plus, it cuts your water bill by 30%. At this rate, everyone in America will have one of these by 2025. Dr. Emily Hart, a well-known dermatologist and mother of two, noticed something strange one morning. Even though she showered every day, she still felt dirty. Her skin was dry, her hair looked dull, and her shower was always moldy. However, a vacation in Switzerland brought a surprising change. In just 1 week, her skin started looking fantastic again, and her hair got shiny. When she got back to New York, Dr. Hart figured out that the big difference was the water. Switzerland is known for having the cleanest tap water, while the U.S. struggles with tap water pollutants like chlorine, fluoride, metals, and microbes. These things mess with our skin and hair every time we shower or wash our faces, making our skin dry, our hair frizzy, and our showers dirty. Seeing the problem, Dr. Emily asked her patients if they used water filters in their homes. Most of them said no because good filters are too expensive, sometimes costing thousands of dollars. Dr. Emily didn't want anyone to have to shower in dirty water, so she decided to fix the problem herself. She worked with water engineers from MIT and designers from Stanford, and after a lot of research and
Feeling overwhelmed about climate change? I get it. It can be pretty easy to fall into
When you're little, you always just have cash in like a piggy bank, or you have like a shoebox with some cash in it. But then you become an adult and you're like, all right, I guess I should establish like some real accounts with like a bank. And so I want you to talk about why, because we tell people to do it, but we don't really explain why it's so important to make that transition.
When you're having, that debate of putting that $20 bill that your grandma gave you, or that birthday money that you got into your piggy bank, I had a Tweety Bird piggy bank. I was putting all of my money in there. And when I started getting my first job and I got my new paycheck, I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to actually utilize this money, because I can't just keep these paychecks and put in my piggy bank. That doesn't work out too well. I have to go into a bank and deposit this and get my money so I can actually use it on the things that matter to me. Another main reason that you want to have a bank account as well is safety. That's a really big thing. If you have your money in your piggy bank or stuff underneath your bed, under your mattress, anything like that, it can get damaged, it can get lost, or it can get borrowed by your little sister. That happened to me too many times. Another great point about having a bank account that a lot of people don't realize is that you get to earn interest. When you have your money in your piggy bank, it's not earning no money. It's making $0. So if you want your money to grow while you're sleeping, you need to put that money in a bank account.
So what are the different types of bank accounts, like checking versus savings?
Yes, I think it's also important to realize these are tools in your toolbox when it comes to managing your money. So you have to kind of start looking at your money a little differently. When it comes to checking accounts, the main purpose for a checking account is to easily spend your money in the way that you want to spend it. You want to go to the movies, you want to go to the mall. And when you have a checking account, you actually get a debit card to make it really easy for you to go and spend money. And the awesome part about that debit card, you can use it in person, you can use it online, and you can also transfer money between accounts or to other people. You can set up automatic payments for, subscriptions that you really care about, like Spotify or whatever it is that you actually want to, use your money for. And that's one of the main benefits for having a checking account. Now, when it comes to savings account, it's completely opposite. It's not meant to be spent. The real purpose of a savings account is exactly what the name depicts it, is to save money. So much so that the banks actually don't give you a debit card with this one. They don't want you to pay bills out of this account because the purpose of this account isn't to be, spending money on this. It's actually to save money. Now, the great part about savings accounts and the main reason that you want to save in this account is that it makes it super easy for you to earn a little bit of interest in this account as well. This is more common compared to checking accounts. And you're also not going to get this with PayPal or any of those other accounts as well. Now, every single bank is different. Some banks offer more, some banks offer less. That's good to know. But the most important thing I want you guys to understand is that it's safe. It's a very controlled and safe way to save your money. So it's going to be there when you actually need it. I remember back in the day when I was in high school and I got my first part-time job, I was saving a majority of my money actually because I really, really wanted to buy a car. And, it took me some time to save up for that, but that's okay. That's why I have that savings account. They're not penalizing you for saving. They are helping you save. And when I got my car, I felt super excited because I knew I saved for it. It took a little time, but I was super happy with my savings account and the purpose of it.
So where are the different types of financial institutions or banks that we could go to if we wanted to open these types of accounts?
So there are 3 different banking options you can have. You can go to a brick and mortar, which is kind of like, the pros of this is that you see them everywhere. They're all over the place. Probably the bank your mom probably took you into going, and, they have really good technology and they're very secure. And which is really useful because if you're traveling, you're like, I can go to this bank here. I'm in New York, I can go to this bank here. It works really good and have a big ATM network. Now, the cons with a brick and mortar is that they usually have higher fees. So that's one thing a lot of people want to be aware of. Now, the second type of banking option you have are credit unions. The pros with credit unions is that they're, member owned. So this is a really cool thing because they can offer you better rates. They can give you better customer service. It's a lot of perks to having a credit union. It's really cool to have. Now, the cons is that they have special criteria. So sometimes you can only join a credit union if you're in that city, or if you're in the military, for example, or even if you go to a specific school. Some universities have credit unions. Now, the third type of banking option is going to be online only banks. The perks of this is that because everything's online, they get to save money from the physical location. They don't have to have as many tellers. They don't need that many bankers, and also no security guards. So they can save a lot of money, and they can actually pass those savings on to you. So you can get higher rates, better customer service, and it's really enticing because if you're comfortable doing stuff online, this is a big pro because now you can get more money when you're saving money and when you're, trying to do things with your checking account. It's very awesome. Now, the cons is that it is online only. So there's no physical place to go to. You have to get comfortable just calling customer service and getting things resolved that way, which, nowadays we're kind of used to at this point. So I think it's a really good option for a lot of people.
I love that breakdown because it simplifies things. And then it's like, oh, that makes sense because I have choices. It doesn't have to be the same way my friend did it or my mom did it. We all have choices. Okay, so let's get to the how. How do you actually set up a new account? And if you're going to do it online or maybe you're going to do it in person, what are the things that you need to bring with you in order to get this done?
All right, so you're gonna need 4 things. The first one is gonna be an ID. Any type of ID. It could be a student ID, a passport, a driver's license, state ID, or even a birth certificate. All of those count because you're going in with your parents if you're under 18. Make sure they bring their ID as well. The second thing is your social security card or ITIN number. Both of those are great. And then the third thing you're going to need is proof of date of birth. So a birth certificate, anything like that, that works. And then last, your initial deposit. So if you have any money from birthdays or from your first paycheck, bring that in and you're going to be able to open up your bank account.
Here are some vocabulary words for today's episode. Deposit. This means money is going into your bank account. There's a couple ways you could do this. First, direct deposit. This means that your job or your employer is automatically going to put money into your bank account every time that you get paid. Also, you could use an ATM machine. So you could take money and put it into the ATM machine so it goes into your bank account. You could also use a transfer app to have somebody send you money, or you could go to the bank and talk to a bank teller and give them money to put into your account. Withdraw. This means to take money out of your bank account. And a couple different ways you could do this. You could go to an ATM machine and take money out with your debit card. Or you could go shopping and just spend the money from your bank account using your debit card as a form of payment. You could also walk into a bank and talk to a bank teller and have them take money out of your account and give it to you. And finally, if you're old school, you could write a check. Transaction. This is moving money from one account into another account. And you could do this by making purchases or by creating transfers. You heard Sarenis talk all about banking and the different types of bank accounts. And she talked about why it's important to have a checking account and how it offers like really unique perks. One of those perks is to write checks. And I know it's a little bit old school and a lot of people don't really do it anymore. But as a fun fact, hundreds of thousands of people still do a Google search every single month with the question, how do you write a check? So clearly it's a skill that people need to know, but because it's so foundational and so basic and it's going away, we don't really know. And I wanted to take a minute just to show you how to do that. So the first thing you're going to notice on the check is the top corner, you want to write the date. Underneath the date, you want to write who the check is for. That could be a person or a company that you're paying. Underneath that, there's a line that says dollars next to it. That's where you're going to write out the amount of money that you're writing this check for. So you want to spell it out. Then on the box right next to that, you want to write the dollar amount as a numeric value. So instead of spelling it out, you'll use numbers. Over here, you'll see a line that says for. So this is where you're going to write what this check is for. That could be graduation gift, a wedding present, whatever it's for, you'll write that on that line. Then over here is where you're going to sign the check. And this is really important. When you write your signature, you want to make sure it's in cursive or in script. The rest of the check can be in any print or, however you want to write it, but just make sure that everything you write on the check is very neat and clear.
What's the best oil to cook with?
Number 3, canola oil. If you can find organic canola oil, then it's actually a very good oil. The problem with canola oil is most canola oil in the United States is genetically modified and is sprayed with glyphosate. Number 2, coconut oil. Coconut oil has a very high smoke point. So yes, you can absolutely use it. Unfortunately, coconut oil has only about 1/10 of the polyphenols.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. More news for you. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Moving on. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love.
when an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me. You can bet just as sure as you live.
Try for me.
Someone's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get over here. So I'm gone. Who knows what the things have in store? They killed from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight it with all of our might. Chances are the heavenly star-spangled night will find out, sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Watch out!
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. It's just about time to get you some news. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present in Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. In addition, the Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
About the guys trying to kill you first.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way. Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say. I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. This just in. Tensions are brewing at Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In other news, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in a ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Hey! Got enough?
They killed him. Damn!
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call
What? Found you.
Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny.
Come on. Damn!
Holy shit!
I'm hit. Damn! You like that?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. If you you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Moving on. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartache